Hey everyone, Tyler Swaney here from our Orange County campus. Proverbs chapter 3, the first verse. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. You know, I used to work with students a lot, and one of the things we used to do at camp in the winter, and I don't know why, but almost every single year was something called the polar bear plunge. Now, if you don't know what the polar bear plunge is, it's a really silly concept where you get all your students together in the freezing cold, frigid snow outdoors, and you jump into a freezing cold pool and you see how long everybody can last. I know it's a really silly concept, right? But here's what I learned not to do in the polar bear plunge. Probably just the whole polar bear plunge. Don't do it. It's not God's will for your life. But if you have to do the polar bear plunge, you don't want to just dip your toes in one little step at a time. That is the wrong idea. Why? Because it's going to scare you off and you're not going to follow through with it. You know what you need to do with the polar bear plunge? Not think too long about it, count to 3 and jump in the deep end. And I think there's something here when we read Proverbs chapter 3 and it says, trust in the Lord with all of your heart. Trust in the Lord, not with some of your heart, not just with a portion of your heart. Trust in the Lord with all of your heart. You know, in the original Old Testament language, Hebrew, that word trust really means to lie face down. It has the imagery of a submissive servant waiting on his or her master's command, or an obedient soldier beckoning his commander's call, waiting patiently, trusting, obeying at all cost. And you know, our God, you get to the last book in the New Testament, in Revelation chapter 3, Jesus actually says that he doesn't want us to be lukewarm. He wants us to be hot, like white on fire, red coals, hot for him. He doesn't like lukewarm, like the mucky middle. He said, I would actually rather have you be cold, but my will for your life is that you would be white hot. Don't try to tiptoe into this Christian life or get caught going through the motions. God wants us to jump all in. So whether that means literally taking a leap of faith and jumping in the deep end of whatever it is that God is putting on your heart, or maybe it means for you today to lie face down, to be a faithful servant, an obedient soldier, listening to God, waiting on his leading in your life and saying, whatever it means for me, Lord, you are God, I am not, and I'm going to trust you with all of my heart. I'm praying for you today.